Wagwan sports fans, welcome back to another episode. I'm your host Joe Moore.
I'm Rush.
And this is the That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting and riveting sports topics, discussions and debates on the internet.
Yes, people, we're here at Mona High School. You see what I'm going, bro, give them the motto, man. Give them the motto, dog. Come on, get the motto at every school, you know.
To learn, to love, to serve.
Right, we like that. But today we're here to talk about the football. We're here to see what their Manning Cup team have to offer this year. Let's talk about it for a bit, bro. Last year, Mona was our surprise team of the season.
And they also got the coach of the year as well.
So I want to see, one, if Craig Butler is still there. Two, what to expect from them.
To be honest, we know that Craig Butler is still there.
Craig Butler is still there, but last year we saw some rumors. So we want to see what's going on with that. We want to speak to a couple of the players, see if it's the same team from last year, so that we can, alter expectations.
Last year, Mona were one of the younger teams. Mona was one of the younger teams, my bad. So we want to see that transition. We want to see if they recruited more players, because we know about the close-knit, the closely almost sneaky illegal link between Phoenix and Mona. So we know that there's a link between those. So we want to know if a few more Phoenix players might have jumped over. You get me? I say we know that they merge the lines, but I think it's all good. There shouldn't be any restrictions or limitations to how a coach trains his team, as long as he's not doing anything against the rules. So I'm all about blurring the lines. I don't mind.
As long as it works.
So we want to see if any more Phoenix players have been incorporated. We want to see if they look better than they did last year, because we were very surprised with how good they looked last season. And we spoke about it in our feature, how good they looked. They kind of proved us right. So we want to see if they managed to build on that,
All right, people. So speak to the coach. We speak to a few players, the captain hopefully. I want to see, will Mona be doing well in the Manning Cup this year? I know you guys want to find out, but before we get to the feature, don't forget, like, comment, share and subscribe. Or you want them to share the video, bro?
I want them to share the video to at least 10 people, but ensure that we garner at least 6 subscribers, because if each one of you guys can get us 6 subscribers, you know how many subscribers that will get us by the end of the day?
Holy poly. But people, let's get into the feature, man. We'll talk so long.
Over there, so we go.
Let's go!
Alright people, we're here with our very first interview of the day. A Mona High School schoolboy football feature. We're here with a very well-known figure. He's been on our channel before. Introduce yourself, please, coach.
My name is Bully the Bantam.
So this is Craig Butler, head coach of the Mona High Manning Cup team. We're going to just kick it off right away, Rush.
Alright, coach, let's do a quick recap before we talk about this season. Tell us about last season. What were some of the things that you learned about your team? Good or bad?
I learned that we needed to commit to the system, and I learned that if we put in everything we have to technique and development, we'll be able to challenge easily for the Manning Cup and any other competition.
Do you want to speak about the shortcomings last year, real quick?
I don't think we had any shortcomings. I think we were in a learning phase. I think many of the players were playing Manning Cup for the first time, and also playing under a system for the first time. Most coaches, when they get good players, they put them together and they put them on the pitch and they hope for the best.
Yeah.
That's not what professional football, that's not what organized football is about. So you have to have a philosophy, you have to have a system, and you have to put that system at play, and people believe in the system. So what I learned from that last year is invaluable. Another thing that I learned, of course, is that FIFA rules don't apply in Jamaica. So you have to abide by whatever ISA's rules are. And that was something that was a hard lesson and a hard pill to swallow. Having beaten Kingston Technical by 5-0 and St. Catherine High by 3-0. It was sure I could have started my second team and still won, but because we didn't know that if a player gets a red card in the Manning Cup, it transfers to the Walker Cup. It created a problem for us in that we used the player not knowing and ended up costing the school Walker Cup. So we are determined this year to give to Mr. Jones that which he deserved last year. So we're going to make sure that the principal is happy. We're going to make sure that we play within the rules as best as we can and research it.
Alright, so here with the Mona High School Manning Cup team captain. Introduce yourself first, please.
And my name is Akimbo and I'm 17 years old.
Speak to us about how you felt about last season.
Last season was a good season, but I think I can improve more on some stuff. And I improve on some stuff. Since last season Manning Cup done, I keep changing to this year, non-stop.
Alright, and you said that you made some improvements. What are some of those improvements that you've made that we can look forward to?
Like sweeper, keeper, like those in the line, like always there on the 18 yard and talk to the back line. Yeah.
So you've got more vocal as a player then.
Yeah.
And that will help you in the leadership skills too, in the captain team.
Hello, my name is Donny Mitchell, otherwise known as Duvi.
Tell us about the positions that you play in this Mona team.
I play central defender, defensive midfield, centre forward, right centre back, left back, right back.
So you're all over the field, a versatile player.
Yes, sir.
My name is Dante Peralto. I'm 16 years old and I attend Mona High School.
So what can we expect from Dante Peralto this season as a leader?
Well, leading on and off the pitch, so like on the pitch, making sure everyone's doing their job, communicating on the field, and making sure that everyone's creating the chances and everyone's disciplined before the games start. And off the field, organising lunches, the gears, making sure everyone's there on time, and just everything in general, I guess.
Alright, so young in age, but I would say definitely a seasoned veteran, especially at the youth and schoolboy level. Speak to us about how you feel gathering all these years, a wealth of experience. How do you think that's going to help you in this season?
How can I say this? I've had a few years away on experience and been to Germany, been to Spain, and coming back to Manning Cup, I should really be one of the standout players, I believe, and should just show my qualities to the whole country.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Denzel Washington Mackenzie. I'm 15 years old. I attend Mona High School. I'm in 4th form.
Wait, sorry. Repeat the name for me, please.
Denzel Washington Mackenzie.
Denzel Washington. So, coach, you don't need to make a nickname for him. You already have like one
literally have the best name.
Talk to us about your position and your role in the team.
So I play the top 2 in the domino 5 and the number 10 attacking midfielder.
What type of footballer are you?
Alright, so I'm like the player. When I get the ball, I'm so tricky. You cannot know what I'm going to do. If I'm going to take you and play a true pass, kick a shot, switch up to the next side of the field and press the box. It's so much.
Tell us about your leadership role and leading these boys.
Alright, so most of the players in the midfield look up to me as the true passer, who are most listen to the coach. I'm coachable. So that sometimes the coach tell me things I understand. If they don't understand, I can teach them and show them.
The name is Winston Taylor, assistant to D. Craig Butler.
Right, assistant coach. Tell us what got you involved with Phoenix and Mona High School.
Well, I'm an admirer of the way Phoenix play. I think they play high tempo, octane football. The non-stop pressing, the quick transition, the wing play, and the finishing. The technical ability of the players, that's what really dragged me into the players.
Alright, and when did you start working with them?
Roughly 3 years now, from before the pandemic. Thereabout.
Alright. And what are some of the things that you said that you've learned from this Phoenix or Mona program since being involved?
Well, the skill set is second to none. I've never seen that level of skills in this region of the world, really. Our skill set model the European type, basically.
So we have also added Mr. Winston Taylor, he was with our Colts and Pepsi this year, and he's now my young protege working with me here, and we're looking forward to seeing the Manning Cup team do well.
The guys being young last year, how it will help them in this season's performance?
Well, they're still young because our main attacking midfielder, little Ted, Theo, he's 15, so we also have Sean, who is young. Sean is 14. We have even more young talent that we're bringing up, with Swan and Dam, both first formers that are going to start in Manning Cup this year and are going to play. So it's important that we recognize that youth is a very important part of development. We have talents now that are becoming mature and getting ready to go on to the next level, whether it be professional football or to college scholarships. And they are ready and they understand the system. So the thing is, they say, raise up a child in the way that he should grow, and when he's old, he shall not depart from it. Bend the tree while it is young.
Yeah.
And therefore, these players that are now playing are committed to a system, committed to a way of life, committed to a way of playing that will most likely be able to inspire other Jamaican coaches to utilize the same system, creating a national system from outside.
All right. And what can you say you have learned from working under, as you said, as you put it, the Craig Butler?
The Craig Butler, well, discipline is paramount. Well, the technical ability of the players, all the sessions are focus on developing players as opposed to the end result. So day by day, we work on the players' technical abilities.
All right, that's your personal. Let's talk about Mona High School, which we're here to talk about today.
Not a problem.
Tell us about your team.
All right, I think Mona chances this year is as good as anybody else. I think Mona is one of the team to beat. In the summer, we played roughly 20 practice games, and we have never came out on a losing end. So I think our chances are as good as anybody in the competition, really.
Phoenix, but more so Mona, because most of Mona's players, I think only one player from Mona doesn't represent Phoenix, you know, and it's a relationship we have with the school that we're very happy about, very excited about. If you look at the field, we're trying to make it better, and we're doing it ourselves. So we're happy, and we're looking forward to a powerful Manning Cup season.
Coach, you just said something I want to talk about. You said that you're trying to get a trip in November. How would that affect school football season?
Because that's at the back end. That's at money time in Manning Cup.
Our focus is on development, our focus is on opportunity, and we will figure out a way to make the development, opportunity and winning coincide. You know, we have a strong, deep team this year, much deeper than last year, and so we are grateful to God for that, and we will be able to figure it out.
Because I'd say majority of the Manning Cup players, they've never been outside the country competing.
Yeah.
Tell us what you've learned overseas.
Well, one thing I learned that you should always be on time to wherever you're going to train and all that, and also be a man when no one's watching.
I have one that just came to mind. You've competed at your age group overseas, you've competed at your age group in Jamaica.
Yes.
Which do you find to be more difficult, and which one is easier for you? Tell me about it.
For me, overseas, like, they're a bit more technical, and they also think the game a lot quicker and all that, and a bit more creativity. But here they're also creative, and we just play. We have a lot of fast players, so we try to play through the wings and run down cross and create chances like that.
Speak to us about how the preparation was for you and their team this season.
Preparation. Port Royal Sands would jog, go to the gym, train together, train 2 times a day.
Yeah.
You know?
Like Coach Butler is one that will put his assistant coaches to the forefront.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Last year we spoke to a coach. We don't see him here today. Could you shed some light on the absence of Coach Richards?
That's Odell Richards, right?
Yes.
Well, Craig is not the one to keep his understudy under bondage, really. So the opportunity presented itself at Papine, and he actually pushed Richard in that direction. So I'm the one basically filling that void, vacated by Mr. Richards.
But again, our focus is not on winning Manning Cup, our focus is on winning in the game of life. So we're using football as a vehicle to advance the lives of these players. Yeah, so if we win Manning Cup, it's great. But if they all go on to play professional football or get a scholarship and become a doctor, then that is even greater, you know. So for the school, this school deserves to be respected, and the term traditional schools need to be put in the garbage pan where it deserves to be, right? We should be thinking of how, and this is the thing, another thing I'd like to say. Schools should be thinking of how to retain their players by making their program encouraging for those players. Yeah? They shouldn't feel that security that if a player leaves the school, he has to sit out a year. This is the only country in the world where that happens. Yeah? Because what you're doing is you're forcing the player to stay in an environment that he's not staying. I'll give you a good example of it. If Pembroke had entered the competition this year, 2 of our players would have been in trouble. Because Pembroke didn't play the previous year before COVID, and they didn't play last year. So for 4 years, almost 4 years, they were out of competition. Now, if the rules as they are now stand, those 2 players, one of them in sixth form in his last year, would not have been able to play. Meanwhile, it's not his fault that the school chooses not to enter. Good principles and, you know, with principles with good principles. And that's something I like about the ISA organization. But sometimes you have to think more to what happens to the player versus what happens to the school. You know, if you want to keep your player, make your program exciting. It's not about money either. You know, as I say, you're looking at the grass on this field, all of those and no stones. The players took them off because they believe in what they're doing and they believe in their school. You know, so.
All right. So, what position do you play on the football field?
Well, for me, I play many positions, so I can play centre back, left back, right back, left wing, right wing, striker, 6, almost anywhere on the field. Really.
Do you have any idea what position you'll be playing this season?
Wherever the coach puts me, really, but mostly I'll be seen as a centre back, I believe.
All right.
And what gives you that great quality of being a versatile player? What allows you to do that?
Just me being able to use both my feet on and off the ball, movements, and also my fitness level. I'm very fit. I'm one of the fittest players in the team. Some stuff I do is I try to maintain a healthy diet. So like I try to cut out sodas and drink a bit more water and make sure my meals are very balanced. And also just come to train every day, and even some days we might not have train, I still try to keep fit, maybe kicking a ball, do some running or anything.
Mona's team, what can we look forward to from Mona this year?
Well, our team's very versatile, I can say that for sure, and I believe that we will be creating a lot of chances to score goals on many occasions, and I believe we can bring it home this season.
What tools or lessons can you take from last season to this season?
I think compared to last season and this season, our discipline level has to be going up.
Yeah.
And other than that, the team played well, but the only difference is now that just a few more players came in and the system's different. So we're ready to attack with that system and create a whole bunch of chances.
Are you guys better this season?
Definitely.
Or worse?
Total football. Total football and the utilization of the natural strengths of our Jamaicans employed in total football.
Speak to us about how it feels to have so much responsibility, being a standout player, being like taking up such great responsibility on and off the pitch, but still being so young.
Well, you just gotta just listen to the coach and do what you have to do as a young player. When you're young, it's basically just listen, to learn more. So when you grow, you'll keep on learning. It's easy.
All right, so basically, you believe that you guys are ready for the season?
Yeah, 100. I'm going to give a 100%.
So you're a goalkeeper that is known for going forward and getting ahead and stuff. We'll be seeing goals from you this season.
Yeah.
Have you scored a goal in school football before?
No.
No.
But
So
pre-season, I score a lot. This pre-season.
we need to see that because I think that's going to make some TV.
And being as versatile as you are, I want you to tell me about some individual goals that you've set. You know, you have defenders infamous for goal scoring, Gabriel, so on and so forth, Virgil van Dijk, who scores the odd goal. What kind of statistical accolades do you hope to accomplish this season?
Well, for me, I want to try to keep as much clean sheets as possible, create a lot of chances whenever I'm there playing out on a wing or even left back, and just score some goals in general.
Speak to us about individual goals and statistics. Tell us about how many goals or assists you might see yourself ending the season with.
I see myself coming out with the most assists in this Money Cup and at least third in the leading goal scorer.
Will Mona be winning the Money Cup this year?
Anything can happen on the day. I think we will do very well. I think we have the tools to walk through the Money Cup easily. I think we have built our players. I think we have built our players, and we've had the same players with us for 3-4 years. And I think that cohesion and unity and love for the school. You won't be able to find that now at some of the more traditional schools that are out there. So when it comes down to it and you need to deliver, I think Mona can deliver. When they say who wants it more, I think Mona will show you who wants it more.
Well, it's like we play with a Manchester City team. We're going to win. Coming for the title.
Once you have Craig, the aim must be to the top, right? So with Craig as technical director, the aspiration for this team is to achieve some form of silverware. Whether it might be in the shape of the Manning Cup, the Champions Cup, whatever. But we don't want to compete for the Walker Cup. That's consolation practically. Yeah. The end game should be Manning Cup or Champions Cup at least.
Well, for us, we all want to aim to the finals, and we believe we can definitely win it. Our team's very strong, and just a lot of experienced players are on the side.
Yes, sir. That is our goal.
Will it happen?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Yeah, bro. One more feature in the books, bro. Why we keep doing this?
And we do it well too.
We do it so well, Bridget. Why do we do it so well? I believe now I'm be hype or not like that, bro, because I'm not a hype person.
Yeah.
But I mean, give on to Caesar, bro.
Yeah, no,
and we're putting in the work.
Yeah, the people like it. Yeah, good reviews so far, so we're gonna keep up the work, people. We need you guys to support us though. Bro, tell them how you all want them to support.
Because all they have to do, like we're not asking for money, we're not asking for much. We're just asking for 6 subscribers. That's all.
Just 6.
If each one of you guys can get us 6 subscribers. Somebody do the maths. Do you know how many subscribers that could get us by the end of the day?
Alright, so we spoke to the Mona High School Manning Cup team, bro. We spoke to the coach, we spoke to the captain and a few players. How do you feel about the Mona team this year?
Well, I'm a neutral. So, I'm not saying I feel good, like I'm happy, I'm not a Mona fan or anything. But I am very confident and optimistic that Mona can do it even better than they did last season.
Yeah.
And last season they won a surprise team of the year. If they did just as well as they did last season, it would be underwhelming.
Yeah.
That's how high my expectations are at Mona.
Yeah, and it was said in this feature that had it not before some rules that they didn't know, because they accepted that, they would have won the Walker Cup. And it's safe to say they would have won the Walker Cup. They gave KT 5.
I think it's pretty clear that they would have won the Walker Cup. But, bro, they added new players. Some players that would have been with the program from before. Some players that would have been training with Phoenix, but probably because they transferred in from other schools and, it's on their weird rules. Daniel Mitchell, Denzel Washington, so a few new faces that you guys will be seeing in the team. It's exciting. Craig shed light on, or Coach Butler, my apologies, respect to the big man, shed light on what he thinks about certain rules, what he thinks about recruiting of international players, but it was just a very all-round interesting feature.
Yeah, I like it, and I hope the people like it. People, tell us, we need some comments. We need some comments under the features, bro.
Facts.
I want you guys to let us know, what do you want to see from us? What can we do different in these features? Which school do you want to see we do a feature at? But people, we're going to keep the Manning Cup features going. We're going to be covering the Manning Cup. And we're going to be doing it well.
In fact, but right now we're going to another school.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now as we've done this. We're
going to another. We're not going to tell you, no?
Yeah.
But you're not going to see it.
All right. The people, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. We are here at Mona High School in Kingston, Jamaica. This is That Sports TV. Out.